Hello everybody and welcome to the Cone Racing League. We're now doing the Cone Racing Cup quarter-finals. There's 2 on 8, 2 on 9, and I'm joined in this one with Jono.
Hello. Happy to be back in the booth. First time for a little while, but yeah, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, similar for me. I've been since the end of the season. So we've got haters or hatERS versus being serious. I believe we have 4-man teams on both sides, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, for those who don't know the format, there are 3 races going on. It's a point system for where you finish, 1-shot quali, 5-lap race, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it is quite awkward to see who's where, but the board on the top left shows the order of drivers, so I'll do my best to follow the top ones, but it always does a mini go black thing. But at the moment, that pink team
come onto the Wellington straight. We're looking at, I think that's AJ. Yep. Down into that's round Luffield. No, that's not Luffield. This is Luffield here. Yogurt. I think it's the safer way to say that. I'm seeing in the lead. Through Cops keeps ahead. Indian Jesus P2 now. Through Maggots.
Oh, and Yogurt is invalidated.
And Chapel, yep. Indian Jesus.
In fact, now 3 of them are invalidated. And something we probably should have said before, the pink ones, or I guess in Yogurt's case purple, they are being serious, the other guys are haters. So that's how you can tell who's on which team, but it's a 4v4. And it looks like Indian Jesus has got the pole. Yes, he does. Right, just over 2 tenths. Was that mistakes by these guys back
That's
there?
Murphy making a mistake at the end there, I think.
Nathan, I think, must have spun somewhere. 12 seconds down. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, Nathan clearly making a mistake. Quite close among the top 2, and again amongst these 2. So those guys are going to be fighting, and they are opponents in both cases. Essentially also 2 disqualifications from each one. Nathan made it to the end, albeit on broken legs.
Yeah. Interesting qualifying there. The top 2 only separated by 2 tenths.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I think we'll get this. So yeah, I think the undefeated team doesn't race till 9.
No.
And actually, I think they've only got 3 guys racing this time, so that'll certainly spice things up. Not sure which one of their drivers isn't racing.
And 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. Indian Jesus appears to not have gotten a bad start. As they run down now through Abbey towards the corner.
Royal Viking looking for a move up the inside of AJ, doesn't quite get it. Yogurt forced to back off a bit. Oh, and Nathan sent up the inside of his teammate.
Not a bad move there from Nathan. As is that a move from Yogurt? No, he's not. No.
So far, 4-star down 3 positions.
As we have toward the front, AJ now closing
Ooh.
through.
Yogurt up the
Cops.
inside of Royal Viking on Cops. Oh, and he makes a mistake
Oh, that's
on the grass.
who's that? Is
It's
that
Royal Viking. Tried to hold it around the outside, got it on the curb.
not a good idea?
No.
AJ sitting comfortably 3/10 behind Indian Jesus.
So, somehow Indian Jesus just got a fastest lap as Royal Viking gets 2 seconds of penalties. Now at the end of each the end of each race will tally up points. So we can see who's winning, because 3 races might be going one team's away after 2 of them. That can turn around. Oh, and something that probably is quite important to say. Our 3 tracks today, Britain, Singapore and Brazil.
Interesting combination. Each track offering quite a different challenge, really. You got obviously Silverstone, which is flat out high speed, middle speed corners. You've got Singapore, which is walls 3mm from your shoulders, and then into Lagos, which is just a boatload of fun.
So we'll see how it goes. Looks like Yogurt is starting to close the gap on Nathan, although as I say that he makes a mistake on corner exit, loses a bit of time. And Indian Jesus looks like he might be able to pull out of the DRS of AJ.
Yeah, Nathan has closed up a fair bit on AJ. The gap's down to what is that? Oh no, that's it. No, sorry, ignore me. I thought I had the gap on to leader.
No, you're right. It looks like it's certainly close to the start of Sector 1.
As Yogurt tries to capitalise on a mistake there.
Yeah, both got DRS. I suspect we will see him go for a move. Oh,
Up the inside.
I mean,
Reminiscent of Hill and Schumacher in '95 almost.
I'm amazed they're both still going forward and on track.
They have been side by side. This is great battling here. Through Cops now. Just
still side by side.
Still side. This is gonna. And
Nathan
Yogurt's
finally had to
just
draw back.
ahead.
There we go.
Makes the move into Maggot. That was brilliant battling from the 2 drivers there.
I'm amazed they both still have their entire front wing.
Nathan,
Ooh, Nathan
looking for a move into Stowe.
Ooh, now Yogurt potentially moved in the break in there. Hard
Looked
to
like
call.
he did. Can't. Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
Not a definite penalty for
Yeah.
him, but I suspect Nathan will want that brought to the stewards. So, if it ends up being a close win for being serious, then we'll have to use the word provisional.
Yeah. Indian Jesus up front, safely by 1.2 seconds now. Just got to keep it on the track, I'd say. 4-star closest on track.
And I think Murphy will be making sure that they can keep in the DRS there.
A wise move. However, Royal Viking has gained on them. As he's now sort of at the foot of the 3-car train.
Yeah, now interestingly, Murphy, who's in 4th place, is being serious as pot 4 driver. So very well driven by both him and 4-star for even keeping up that close with some of these top guys. And actually a gap is starting to build towards the quick guys up front, who look like they're starting to get a battle form. AJ and Yogurt are going to try and team up on Indian Jesus this last lap. They want to be trying to get into his into his DRS for the first sector, and I think they've just done it. Find out shortly. Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're going to see any overtakes done, unless Royal Viking can get one on 4-star just yet.
I know it's the last lap, but AJ has closed a lot to Indian Jesus. Gap's now down to 0.6.
Yeah, and dropping fast. He might get him on the hanger straight.
Certainly like to see maybe a move into the Vale chicane. As under DRS sucked along.
Decent corner by AJ.
Very nice there. I think he's just too far back with that lockup especially, yeah.
Yeah, and Indian Jesus will come across the line, getting the victory, much needed for his team considering where the rest of them placed. And this will be advantage being serious for the first race, although Nathan will not be a happy man.
No. Understandably I think that it was a great battle up until they arrived at Stowe.
Yeah, I do want to try and... I'm going to get me a spreadsheet out. Work out. Got it. There we go. Indian Jesus getting himself the first win. But then being serious, taking up 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. I have to quickly note down the points. Oh, did you see you got a fastest lap? Because that's worth a point.
I did not. Part of me wants to assume it was Indian Jesus, just because of
yeah, it was him.
Gap he pulled out front. Yeah.
Yeah, so well done to him for that.
25.903. Good first race there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, some close battling, some amazing battling between Yogurt and Nathan until that all went wrong. Hopefully we can see more of that to come. Although I'm not sure how civilised Nathan's going to be, but he's going to have to be if he wants to get these safe moves safely done. So, working it out, yeah, quite a significant advantage to being serious. And again, the numbers we give you are pre-incidents, but it's 41 being serious, 26 haters, or hatERS, hatERS. Say what you will. Right, so yeah, on to Singapore.
Yeah, a very different challenge. A lot more low-speed corners. It's very much more of a point and squirt circuit from my experience, but yeah, should provide some sort of interesting racing. Obviously, the margin for error are much smaller here, with the walls, it being a street track. But yeah, we're all set for a one-shot qualifying. Should be entertaining.
Yeah, certainly going to be a close one. I mean, I know when I had this this race, one of my earlier rounds, my team managed to qualify with P1, 2, 3, 4, and I was the slowest driver, without doubt. But I was able to hold up the entire opposing team for one lap. So qualifying here is really important because the slowest drivers can hold up the entire team. They just position their car right, certainly before DRS kicks in. And while that won't last forever, that's a good time buffer, a shield for the faster drivers up front to pull away. So invalidation's not what they're going to be wanting at all. Right, and here we go. Drivers soon to be starting their lap. What do we need? So, Yogurt currently out front.
Yeah, as they come down onto the first long straight.
Really risking it with that curb there.
Trying to push and find the limits here on this Asian street track.
Yeah, a few lockups.
In the lead from what I can see.
Yeah,
slight scrape of the wall there, I think.
Switching between the front two did not look like it was the lead by much. Certainly less than a quarter of a second, and there we go, Engine Jesus temporarily in the lead.
As they come through what I believe is informally known as PK Corner, onto one of three DRS zones. Yeah.
Yes, we saw Yogurt go deep at that kind of... Is it a hairpin? The hairpin, I'll call it that. Cost him some time.
It's tight enough to be a hairpin, and you know. So now go Indian Jesus through the tunnel, staying ahead.
Ooh, a small mistake.
Slight
Yogurt.
twitch from the rear on Indian Jesus. Yogurt, however, crosses the line and takes pole.
Ooh, very close among P2 and 3.
As Murphy is invalidated right at the death.
Yeah, there we go, you can see P2 and 3 are really close, so they are teammates. And actually P6 and 7 fairly close further down the order, Murphy invalidating. So it does not look like one team has a massive on-track position advantage.
No, it's a good mix through the grid. So you probably won't be seeing maybe as much of the holding up that Jonathan was able to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure he's going to... I guess it seems quite likely Yogurt will get the win, but he seems quite an aggressive driver, really willing to get in there. You know, that moving under braking, was it not? It was right on the limit. Yeah, there are some drivers who really wouldn't go for that and others who would. So we'll see what that can do for him here, but that might cause someone into a much heavier accident. That might cost his team in the long run.
Well, I think the important thing is, especially in F1 leagues, when you are looking to make a move, you have to trust that the guy in front's not going to let you, as 4 lights, 5 lights, and the lights are out, and they're off in Singapore. And Yogurt with a brilliant start there.
Oh, and hatERS have done a very good job. As Royal Viking gets past AJ and Piro gets past Fallstar.
Superb from hatERS there. As they now just have to hunt down Yogurt.
Although it looks like AJ's looking to get past Royal Viking. He's up the inside. Bit of contact. Oh, bit more contact. No front wings lost, no drivers spun. Oh, I'm sure.
A bit of Robbins racing sometimes.
Holds
Not
up a bit.
Usually in F1.
Yeah, a bit less F1. Well, NASCAR VTCC. But no, already
Yogurt here
he's
pulled out
gone.
the same gap that Indian Jesus pulled out over 3 laps at Silverstone.
Yeah, he's just gone. I mean, and actually Indian Jesus isn't slow either. He's pulled a decent gap on Nathan. So those top 2 guys are just quicker than everyone else by quite a large margin.
Yeah, clearly, and it's showing just by sort of how compacted sort of, I'd say the bottom 5 are. They're all within a second of each other. Not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of the podium's almost trying to scamper off.
Actually, Royal Viking doing a very good job here. I think it is quite fair and clear to say that AJ is the quicker driver. So being able to hold him up, you know, for a lap, this is great for his teammates. AJ could be a threat for getting onto the podium, but Royal Viking doing his job will probably hold him till lap 3, DRS will kick in.
Yeah, brilliant defensive driving from Viking. AJ's been pretty much all over his gearbox for the better part of this lap. As they come through what was the Singapore Sling. That's a corner I'd love back in F1, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think Four Star's got himself stuck in a similar position. Well, he's close, but he just can't get past.
Problems of a street track. It's a lot more risky to go for a move. As we got a yellow flag in sectors 2 and 3. Is that 4 Star?
I think 4 Star and Piero, I believe, had contact. Now, actually, those who didn't change positions, however, Piero did.
Was that?
Murphy got past both of them. That was a mistake on his own there by Piero. Lost a bit of front wing. Now, I'm not sure if that was due to hot tyres or damaged front wing. He needs to try and keep his head cool. See if he pits here. There's Yogurt, exceeds track limit, gets 2 seconds. If
Sorry,
you will pull out...
quick point. Yogurt is now 4.6 seconds, 7 seconds.
Just thinking about it. If you will push enough to pull out that far, then you need a penalty eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ, oh boy.
Yeah.
And I think Royal Viking would have got a warning there. Interesting racing. Bit of wheel banging there. Slightly forces his way through. Doesn't cause any damage to the other driver. Other perhaps a little too argy-bargy for F1. But no one died. Everyone's still going.
No, a sort of GT style move.
Yeah, I mean, there was the problem. We didn't see the accident earlier on with the two nearer the back.
AJ sort of looking to make a charge up. Well, at least for a podium.
Yeah, as Yogurt's gained himself another 1.5 seconds.
That's... yeah. He's got 2 seconds worth of penalty, so...
and Piero's gone round. Yeah, I think at this point he's lost a lot of front wing. In his position, I think you should pit Piero. Oh, and Nathan makes a mistake on the main straight. AJ gets caught up in it, loses some front wing himself. Royal Viking gets through, and Nathan gets a penalty.
Coming through?
Maybe.
Murphy coming through.
Yep. Although it nearly goes deep. You know, we thought it might not be too spicy.
AJ hasn't actually lost a position, I don't think.
No, he tapped in, lost a bit of front wing, and kept going. Much more spicy race than I was expecting.
Just got to nurse the car home at this point. Make sure it's safe. Defend your position if you if you're put into that place. But yeah, just keep it out the barriers, keep it out the wars.
Well, yeah, I think Murphy's job is to buffer Nathan as much as he can, so Nathan can't catch up with AJ's car. No, actually, it wasn't too bad, the damage.
Nathan... Yogurt is 8 seconds in front. 8.3.
And Indian Jesus is 4.5 over Royal Viking.
Yeah. This is a 5-lap race. We shouldn't be seeing 8-second gaps without incidents. This man is rapid today, especially at this track. He starts the 5th and final lap. Oh, and there we go, another 2 seconds of time penalties.
Yeah.
I think that puts him on 4 seconds now, so still a 5-second lead. Also.
Yeah, quickly stick it on penalty so we can see. Oh, as Murphy...
AJ lets his teammate by?
Interesting choice. And now Murphy... Wait.
Is that big? Does
Are
Murphy,
they trying to cause a wall of cars? This is...
Oh!
As AJ spun and Nathan's also spun. Both of them were extremely mad and I can't wait for the conversation later.
Yeah.
But I think sadly that will be kept private.
Mm.
But hopefully, I mean they're side by side now, so both of them with some wing damage.
Don't launch it.
He takes it really safe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Half
think...
of me thought there was going to be a lunge there.
Yeah, no, I was expecting... I mean, they both braked early.
Hmm.
So... doesn't look like... Oh, actually, AJ will get through Nathan on penalties.
Yeah.
Wait, why did they even try and let each other through? They could have just... let him through, hold behind him.
I think it was...
House.
AJ tried to let Murphy through, but Nathan was too close, maybe, and AJ tried to... We'd have to watch it back.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Mm. Oh, Yogurt's just finished.
Ah, you could hear the fireworks in the background.
Yeah.
Only just. So yeah, well done to Yogurt.
Indian Jesus
Lightning
comes home
fast.
to take second. 6 seconds behind after Yogurt's 4 seconds of penalties are applied. Viking comes home in third, followed by Murphy in fourth. And before Star crosses the line now, swiftly followed by Nathan, AJ. Nathan
Piero.
and AJ.
Piero going the miles hit.
Yep. He's got all 2 minutes. He can take his time.
Yeah, and there we go. Murphy receiving the driver of the game. So driver of the day. So that time a very dominant win by Yogurt. Completely pushing that track to the limit. Sometimes even going over it a bit, apparently. Very well earned victory though. Got in the lead and just vanished off into the distance.
Yeah. Dominant win. Not what we expected to see today, really, either.
Well, I mean, Yogurt is one of the quickest we kind of looked at as the OP team.
Mm.
Just quickly trying to tally up the points. Here we go. Why have I gone wrong? Yes, I have. Cool. Whoops. So I think actually they stayed. I think if I can do points, the gap is increased by 7. I will quickly double check that, but I'm fairly happy with that statement. So Yogurt got 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th for his team. 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, I think I got it right. So yeah, extend the lead even more there. I think actually a few more incidents been added to the pile as well. So we now hop into Interlagos.
Very fun track into Lagos. Yeah. Hopefully it's not wet, because that can cause chaos. You've only got to think back to, I think it was 2016. The last wet race we had at Interlagos, or you can even go back in at Real F1, Or even 2003, when only about 4 cars finished.
Yeah, I was having a look a while back at, I've only been 10 races in F1 history where every single car has finished. The majority of them are from 2000s, and there's one from like 1976 or something stupid, where 16 guys made it to the end. I'll see if I can find it quickly. I can't be certain. Oh, it was the 1961 Dutch Grand Prix. Every single driver finished from 1961.
Most of those engines would have been new Cosworths, though.
Well, looking at the engines, what have we got? Ferraris, Lotus, BRM. I don't know what they were. I do remember seeing it somewhere, but yeah. Engine: Ferrari, Climax, Porsche, Climax. Yeah, only 3 different engine types. But very impressive that a race from there had that many finishes.
Yeah.
Here we go, that's it. Chucks us straight into the thing. Without much warning.
No. As coming out of Kermit. Sorry.
Now looks like AJ has currently got the edge.
Yep, as they go into Descida de Largo. AJ looking, yeah, ahead a decent, I would say a decent amount. We don't have intervals as he goes through Pinarino, and Indian Jesus takes the lead. AJ dropped down to 3rd, with Yogurt coming up into 2nd as they run down to Junshao.
It looks like Indian Jesus
powering back up the hill. All about the exit here. Who has maximised? Indian Jesus still ahead. Yogurt 2nd. Nathan looking 3rd.
Oh, and look at those top 3.
Very close to top 3 there.
For the fact they all finished that close together, and some very strong teams there.
Mm.
Yeah, look at that. Those top 3 remarkably close, and not much between them further down either.
No.
Should see some good battles.
Top 3 all within 2 tenths. Yeah.
I was wrong, there was some some bickering in the Gun Cup chat. Well, bickering. Debates on what was and wasn't legal.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure they're just, heated races.
Yeah. I mean, they did some very nice battles around Silverstone until it went wrong eventually.
I would read this out, but I feel like it's just going to be watched back by the same people who can read this stuff. So
yeah, mostly. Yeah, it looks like we're about to be starting shortly. But currently a 22-point gap between the 2 teams.
As the 5 lights are on, and they're not on anymore. Indian Jesus, Indian Jesus getting a good start. Yogurt getting a better one.
Up the inside.
Pushes him through the center S's.
Ooh.
They go side by side. That's.
And Nathan's caught up in that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to AJ?
Did he just not start?
I don't know.
As Yogurt comes through on the exit of Descida de Largo, very much ahead.
Oh, and that's
yellow
Piero.
In sector 2. Piero's gone off there.
Is that... Yeah, Nathan's got some pretty hefty... Well, no. He's lost his right front end plate. See it affecting him. This AJ will soon get past Piero. And Yogurt's got 2 seconds already.
Yeah.
Mad lad. I'd say I'm very impressed by Murphy and Royal Vikings' performance.
Yeah. They've had a great start to the race as they go side by side here. Yeah, Royal Viking just coming out on top in that duel.
Yeah, there's Nathan Pitts. He'll be going into fastest lap.
Yeah. It's worth the point. But yeah.
He's going to go for this. Ooh. And he's through, yep. AJ, does he have damage? No. Safe front wing. Whatever happened at the start line. Possibly just, I don't know, lifted his clutch too early and couldn't go because of it. There is a spinner and it's Murphy. Indian Jesus is through. He'll end up right in the battle here.
Back going. He's got
Doesn't want to hold up his teammate.
Coming through now. They'll be trying to maybe slot back between. Oh no.
Yeah,
Piero just getting through.
Overdid it. Yes, Yogurt sets fastest lap.
However, Piero does have a penalty, so Murphy just got to stay. I can imagine within 2 seconds.
I will have a quick check. Yeah, 2 seconds. So 4-star up 5 positions from qualifying. Just stuck on position change. He's having a good race for here.
4-star's had a very good race. So has Royal Viking. We don't have any battles on track, do we? How's Nathan doing in getting fastest lap?
I think he's going in time.
He's gone purple in sector 1.
Yeah, I mean, 4-star might be able to catch up with Royal Viking, but apart from that, I don't see too many other battles that might happen. Indian Jesus does not seem to have the pace he had around Silverstone. Murphy gets himself. Ooh. Now those were the 2 seconds you said he'd need to get that position. Pierre is gaining on him now. Do we know if Murphy has damage? He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, front left.
He's not within the time region. He's not within the 2 seconds he would have needed anyway.
Now 4-star's right on the edge of getting DRS down the main straight. He needs a good exit to this last corner. Bit of a lock-up, does that cost him? I think he just missed out on it. Yeah, he must have really narrowly missed out on it. That might cost him the chance of gaining a position on this last lap. And at the moment, it is looking like being serious are going to end up getting the win, although I don't want to speak too early, and of course, provisionally. Yeah.
It's been another dominant race from Yogurt, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite Singapore Rapid, but...
No. Well, it's not quite a Singapore track, is it?
No, there's only so much you can gain. You can't push it to the absolute limit. Not unless you want grass on your tyres.
Yeah.
So there we go, we'll jump to Yogurt now. Got himself 2 out of 3 of the wins.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It is
Sure,
not.
that's a song. But he does take the win in the Interlagos stage of today. Royal Viking coming in second, and 4-star finishing out the provisional podium. Indian Jesus crosses the line 4th after he took pole, with AJ coming across the line in 5th. Piero soon over the line after him, and then Murphy not long after. Meanwhile, Nathan has, or can he, he's not got fastest lap, can he get it here?
I'm going to take that as a no by the way he's weaving. Does he not have it? Does it still belong to Yoga?
Indian Jesus has it.
Oh, right.
Oh, and that's a crash after the race, but okay.
There we go, that concludes this quarter-final. Looks like it went the way of being serious. Yoga already left the lobby. There we go, there's our order. Indian Jesus getting the fastest lap. I'll quickly double check the tally of points, but I am fairly confident that this will be going the way of being serious. And back to somewhere, well done. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it looks like quite a decent margin there. 116 to 85.
It's been a good night of racing so far. Yoga looking, well, as we've said, rapid.
Yeah.
What did you make of the incident on that one out front?
For
me, it's a racing incident.
On this track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was as wide as he could be. You can only blame the person who spun themselves. So it's got to be a racing incident, because the person who suffered was the person who, dropped that last time. It sounds like Nathan's team is, AJ's team, who is being serious, the team who provisionally has the win, has declined the interview on the grounds that there's so many possibilities for penalties that they can't actually really confirm it yet.
Yeah, that's understandable, I think.
He's being reasonable with himself, although I think, to be fair, if he's won by, how many points is that? 31. That's got to be some pretty, hefty penalties.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but I'd be fairly confident saying that being serious will be going through to the semi-finals. And I have no idea who they'll be racing there. Do we know the results of the other team yet? Or actually, who even are they racing? They'll be racing... Actually, I think they'll be racing the winner from the race I commentate in 10 minutes. Yeah, for the moment, thank you guys for watching. If they are still racing, I would recommend you go and watch the other team. I'll have a quick look. No, they finished. Okay. Right then, tune in a few minutes. We'll be doing the other 2 quarterfinals. I'll be doing... Who am I doing? The Flying Dutchman versus Los Bandidos, and that'll be me and Scott, freefall. And then the other one, I think it's done by AJ himself with Jerome. So yeah, tune in for that. Hope you had fun watching. And in my case, see you in 10 minutes.
And in mine, season 5?
Yeah, season 5. Right, see.